Pupils in Year 6 should arrive at 9 AM and enter via the Copeland Walk entrance. Parents and carers are not permitted into the school grounds in the morning at this time. And that's obviously to reduce the flow of people walking around school and just manage people carefully around the school. In the afternoons, your children will be taken to the Mugger Pitch at 3 PM. So unless you've given them written permission to walk home on their own, they'll be kept until an adult arrives to collect them. So if you are running a little bit late, your child will be at the lates inside school, so go round to the front office. Parents may enter and leave via the Copeland Walk entrance, and we just ask that you either follow the current government guidelines regarding face masks and PPE and try not to sort of get too close, just trying to obviously minimise spread and transmission. So there's many differences in school because of COVID. We'd have changes to the times that children are having lunch and the way that we run our breaks. But the main thing we need you to know is that we are looking after the hygiene of your children. The pupils are washing hands and sanitising several times a day. So when they come into school, they're washing their hands before and after break. Obviously just before lunch, they're washing their hands when they come in from lunchtime play and before they come home to you as well. They're kept in class bubbles, so they've got set seating plans and they always sit in the same seat. And if a child does move, we clean the desks. We've got the packs here, so every child who wants to, who has a place in the site. Sorry, somebody's just coming in. I just need to let somebody into the meeting. That's lovely. Every child has a pack like this, so anytime they need anything, any equipment, so there's whiteboards, glue sticks, their reading books, anything they need, they've got their own set, so they're not sharing equipment. And they're encouraged to social distance both in the classroom and outside at playtimes. So if you're looking for any further information about what we're doing in school, you can look on the school website for up-to-date information and also any updates from the government. I'm going to hand you over to Miss Mitchell-Hill, who's going to talk through a couple of things with you.
Yeah, so in terms of, sorry, there's a bit of feedback there. In terms of sort of school uniform and equipment, it's the same in terms of uniform. We ask that you label your child's uniform if possible, please, just so that if they've taken off a jumper or jacket or something, then we can quickly pick it up and find out who it belongs to. At this time, we're asking that children only bring essentials into school. So if they receive, if they bring in packed lunches, obviously they would do that. And they're allowed to bring in a water bottle. But other than that, we ask them not to bring in anything else from home. We're trying to reduce, sort of transmission as much as possible and be as safe as possible under the current circumstances. So please, children, don't bring in anything that you shouldn't be from home. We've had all sorts of little things here and there that we're trying to say to the children. Actually, you don't need that in school. Keep that at home, please. So just bare essentials should be coming in. Yeah, that's it really.
So our timetable for Year 6, we have PE on Monday and Friday, and thank you very much. Children have been coming in their PE kit on those days. Thanks for your support in that. Just helps us, minimise transmission possibilities with getting changed and things, and children sort of moving around the classroom. We have topics, big questions this year. We've already looked at World War II, and we'll be looking at the Titanic. We'll be studying rivers in Africa. We'll be looking at the life and history of Alan Turing. We'll study the Windrush, and we will also look at the ancient Maya. Homework is all now completed online on our Seesaw platform. You should have received login details for your child for Seesaw. It came on a piece of paper with a big QR code and a little numeric code as well. If you haven't, get in touch, we'll get you a copy. Children have copies and written down copies of their passwords for Read Theory and Timetable Rock Stars. Seesaw is our sort of online platform, and we assign some tasks on Read Theory. There's some homework things that they need to do on there, which they might need to take a screenshot or something from Read Theory and Timetable Rock Stars. So please join Seesaw as a parent. It'd be really great to see lots of parents on there. We can use this for vital communication, and we can share bits of news, sharing of work, put some reminders on there, that sort of thing. So if you would like to join Seesaw as a parent, there is an email on the slide here. Email us at year6team@rolls-crescent.manchester.sch.uk. If you missed that, don't worry, we'll put this online so you can see it. We'll make sure it goes on the blog as well, the school blog on the school website, and we'll put it on the children's message board on Seesaw as well. Children are allowed to take reading books from our class libraries, so they can change those at any point and take it to and from school, and they keep the books in their little packs, so other children aren't touching them, and when they return them finished to the school library, they are quarantined for a number of days, so keeping them safe and only pop back in the library after a number of days. Miss Warren, would you like to take this one?
Yeah, in year six, the children work more on, it's similar to a secondary model, except that this year they're actually staying in the same classroom and the teachers are moving, but they will be taught by a range of teachers. So English is taught by Miss Elkington, Miss Mitchell-Hill and Mr. Brown. And I teach maths with Mr. Hume and Mr. Brown. And then other subjects are taught by a range of us. So we move around the classrooms.
Move on to the next one.
So just talked a little bit about assessment. We do make continuous assessments as part of our teaching and learning through informal observations and the work that they do in their classroom and weekly checks. So that's ongoing. But we will be doing some more formal assessments at points during the year, and that's due to it being year 6. At present, SATs are scheduled to go ahead. We've had no further news. We don't have any inside information on that. I'll give you some key dates for that just shortly. We have this week just been doing our baseline test. Normally we do this at the beginning of the term in September, but we've given the children some time to settle in and just get used to the new routines in school. We've already done our grammar, punctuation and spelling, our reading and a couple of the maths. We've just got one more maths to do tomorrow, at which point we'll be sort of having a look and analysing the test results and looking and seeing what specific intervention or help or things we need to help your child with. To that end, it would be really useful if you are doing work at home and extra tutoring and things, that you ask them not to access the actual government issued SATs test, just because we use them for monitoring progress and analysis and planning our lessons, and if they've already done them beforehand, then it skews you know, our perception of where the children are and can interfere with sort of predictions and things like that. So we've done our first set. We'll probably do another set in December or possibly in the new year, and we'll then do one shortly just before, maybe February or March, just before the real things in May. We will give the children lots and lots of chance to practice SAT style questions. If we don't give them, you know, the full test, they will be fully prepared. Writing is done slightly differently in that it is continually assessed, and in the period of time just that follows the SATs, there's about a 6-week window where we do a lot of writing assessment and work on writing. So that period of time is really, really key for your child to be in school as well. So the SATs, as I said before, at present are scheduled to begin on Monday the 10th of May in 2021. Please don't book any holidays in this week or any weeks in the lead up to these exams. It's really important that the children are in school as much as possible. And to be honest with you, you know, year 6, we haven't had to close down. It's been fantastic to have so many children in school. So thank you very much for your support on that. As I said, writing is assessed in the weeks following SATs, and therefore that is also a vital time for your child to be in school. So please make sure you don't book anything or any holidays to celebrate the end of SATs or whatever. Thank you for that. At present, sadly, there's no trips planned for year 6 due to COVID-19 restrictions. However, that will change possibly going into spring and summer. I'm assured by Mr. Reynolds that we have got dates provisionally booked for Robin Wood for summer term next year. We will obviously be taking advice and looking at the guidelines relevant at that time. And hopefully we'll be able to take a bunch of year 6 to Robin Wood this summer, which will be great news. It's a wonderful way for them to finish their time at primary. So fingers crossed for that. Although there are no trips planned, it would be great if you could make sure that the office have your up-to-date details and that you've signed up for parent pay, if not done before. And if you have an emergency contact number, if that changes at any point in the next few months, please make sure that we always have that up to date. That'd be great. Thank you. All that's left to say now is, I think we've said all we need to say to you, is, if you want to have a quick word with us, the best and quickest way to get in touch with us during the day is through Seesaw. So sign up at Year 6 team at Rolls Crescent, or directly via the email there. That's manned into school working hours. We don't respond to emails after those, but you'll get a response within a couple of days. Or you could just do the normal request a phone appointment via the school office, and we'll get back in touch with you over the phone. So hopefully we've answered a few questions. If you have any other questions that you want answering right now, there is a little chat box down at the bottom in the middle, and you can pop some questions in there if you need to do that. I've got one here saying, do kids need to wear masks? There is no rule saying that children need to wear masks. We have some children wearing masks. That's not a problem. It's entirely your choice. Read theory it just says, does read theory need to be done? Read theory is part of the children's homework. Each week there is a message on Seesaw about read theory, and the children are asked to take a screenshot of their last 3 test results, and they had to score 75% or above, screenshot it and send it to me as proof that they're reading through the week. Read Theory is a really, really great website. It's really progressive in terms of the children's work will get harder and harder, and it will give them more practice of the kind of questions that they need to practice. So we really encourage it. It's a perfect little short burst reading activity that really has impact. So if you can get your children to do that, that's brilliant. How many questions are in one test? I think maybe up to about 7, maybe 8, but they're all multiple choice. It's not a long test. It's quite a quick activity. That's why we asked them to do 3 of them. Any other questions? If you're brave enough, you can unmute yourself or put your hand up. I'll unmute you and you can ask a question directly, or you can pop it in the chat. If you don't, yes, who's that?
Abu Bakr.
Hello, Abu Bakr.
When is Mr. Heem going to come back?
He's going to be back in school not the week after half term, so you'll have another week, and then he'll be back the following week.
So we're going to stay with Miss Iqbal until...
That's correct. Well done. Any other questions? Brilliant. Please sign up to Seesaw. It's great. It's a great way for us to share what's going on in class, and it's an amazing tool if we do go into lockdown or we have to educate children online from home. So that's great. We're having a movie night. It's not a movie night. It's a movie afternoon tomorrow in 6A. One of the children entered a competition with the PTA and have won the right to watch a movie tomorrow afternoon, and that's children in 6A. Okay, so unless anybody's got any other questions, I'm going to end the meeting here. If you've got any questions about your child's progress, please email us or ring and make an appointment. It's not something that we'll discuss on this meeting, but if you do want some information about your child, how they're doing in school, please get in touch with us via the email or by the phone. That'd be great.
Miss, can we do it by Seesaw?
Do what by Seesaw?
Can like your parents message the teachers on Seesaw and tell them how my child's been working?
Yes, of course. They think there is a private message option. So get your parents to sign up through the email that's on the screen right now, and we'll send them a code so that they can sign up as a parent on CISO. Okay. It's lovely to see you all. I'm going to say good night now and wish you all a lovely half term. Stay safe and keep well, and we'll see you, if not before, next half term. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.
Bye.